News from the left. Time now for that. First up, schools in Philadelphia reportedly encouraging teachers to attend a trans sex conference. In July 2021, the district's Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, sounds like a fun place, sent educators invitations to learn more about the issues facing the trans community at the Trans Wellness Conference. The conference included discussions on BDSM, kink, trans sex, and a whole lot of other stuff that's actually so perverse we can't even say it on television. This is where they're sending the teachers of very little kids. Some of the session was obtained by Chris Rufo, who's been commandeering this whole discussion. First, take a listen to how one woman introduces herself.
I'm a white, queer, kinky, polyamorous, visibly able-bodied, Jewish, witchy, non-binary trans femme.
I mean, do we even have to make fun of her or him or whatever it is? In one portion of the seminar, a doctor who performs transgender surgeries is asked about age limits for these procedures. Take a listen to her answer.
What was the youngest age a trans masculine kid could consider this surgery?
So there is no youngest age at all. With parental consent, somebody could even do a consult with me at age 10, 11, or 12.
The school district told City Journal that its promotion of the conference was part of its commitment to creating equitable and inclusive environments, like trying to convince your kid that they're transgender if they're just confused one day. It's a good environment. Next up, the New York Post is reporting the alleged Buffalo shooter, Peyton Gendron, once beheaded a cat and then put it into his journal, which he put all over the internet, apparently. The killer wrote about the beheading in that entry. Imagine what else he wrote about and put on the internet as well. Now, the FBI has missed a lot in recent years and has focused on a lot of stuff that they shouldn't have focused on. We may have another example here, because even though state law enforcement in New York was more than aware that this kid was threatening a school shooting, and even though he was writing about slicing the heads off of cats and putting it on the internet, all the markings of somebody that might do something terrible, the FBI apparently had no idea. But what they did know was the geotag location of every single parent who's ever gotten mad at a school board meeting. So you can feel safe knowing that. Moving along, Elon Musk is trying to figure out how many Twitter users are fake, and if the president's Twitter is any indication, the price of Twitter is about to plummet, because almost half of Biden's current 22 million followers on Twitter, which is actually kind of pathetic even in itself. 22 million is not that great for a guy the whole world knows on Twitter. It's really not. Apparently half of those 22 million are fake, though. So only 11 million real people follow the leader of this country on Twitter. What does that say? Musk tweeting on Friday, Twitter deal temporarily on hold pending details supporting calculation that spam fake accounts do indeed represent less than 5% of users. It might be more like 50, which means that company ain't worth nearly what they thought. And finally, another example of the utterly despicable money management of a big blue city. The MTA has unveiled a $30 million staircase. $30 million at the Times Square subway station in Manhattan. And you can kind of see part of it. I'm not sure if that's actually it behind. Yeah, I guess that is it. So, welcome to New York City. This is what happens when you put huge piles of money in front of liberal idiots that have been running cities into the ground for decades. They figure out how to make that staircase worth $30 million. I guarantee you, if you put that out to bid in front of logical contractors that weren't, maybe in bed with the city, you could probably get a job like that done for a few $100,000. But no, it costs $30 million in New York City. And that's where all the money goes. With all the money we pay in taxes, this city should be paved in marble. There shouldn't be a pothole in sight. But no, we have $30 million staircases. Again, I should have been a public works contractor. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.